Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your dab of the day. Today is Tuesday. We're going to do a Carta dab with the Magna Carta and a Helix top. You know, I've been talking the topics of the day about advice, about what to do in certain scenarios, about what ifs. Unfortunately, today's going to be out of reality. The bubble burst a while ago, and I've been going on adrenaline. And what I want to discuss is what happens when the bubble bursts and how do we handle it? Well, the bubble is the illusion that we're okay. The bubble is the hamster wheel where we just keep moving to try to stop the pain from being noticed, if that makes any sense. So you keep moving. And I do mean keep moving. It broke yesterday or the day before, like a fever breaking. And it was like this. And I should have noticed that for about a week, it's been like this. Because what had happened around holiday time, and we all talked about this, was the crescendo. No matter how much we talk about not doing it, we all do it. We preen, we spruce up, we tweak, we try to look normal and act as normal as we can those times of the year when we're around family members and people who know us, especially people who don't know us. Well, I've been carrying a ball and chain around for the last 10 days to 2 weeks, and I should have finally let it be noticed. The ball and chain is reality, and the reality is not pretty. On the positive side, I've solved my facial pain issue. It was a misdiagnosed root canal, which should have been handled years ago, unfortunately. My face has now become normal. I don't experience that anymore. But with Maslow's law, what I experience constantly now is my back. But after the shot last week, it's now presenting a different way. It's not presenting in such a way I think that the neuro implant is going to help. It's presenting more of like a bruise. Now, it's easier to live with, but horrible story because I don't think the neurostimulator is going to help me any longer. I don't know what to do. I've been given stronger opiates, but I refuse to take them. I've been giving opiates that will work 24 hours a day called Belbuca, that film that goes on the inside of your mouth, but I refuse to take it. Why? Because in my own stupid or special way, I'm fighting. That's right. I'm fighting these issues. Probably fighting them wrong, because I don't even take my Vicodin the way I should on a regular basis to keep the pain down. I stop taking it occasionally to feel like a big man, and then the pain comes back relentlessly. I've always talked about get ahead of these things and try to understand them, and that way you're able to handle them. But I'm sure all of you out there realize from experience that that's all talk. It's very hard when you're in the motion to catch it. It's like being on that Roundup machine back in the 70s that would go like this and then turn you on your side, upside down. You'd still be sticking to the wall. You have no way to get off. It's inertial motion. You have no way to get off. Perpetual motion, so to speak. So when you're in these situations, you can, at best, I think, recognize something's happening, but you're being pulled much too hard, I think, to pull yourself out of it. It's not me being weak. It's me being human. Okay, that being said, now you're back in it again. You're in the race, the pain race that you're never going to win. You're in pain prison like we've talked about, but you're on the hamster wheel and you're never going to get off of it. How do you accept that reality? How do you accept that reality and not say to yourself, hold on, I'm going back to the gym. Now I'm going to start walking further. Wait, now, I'm going to start driving long distances. They got to test it. Each one of those things you attempt to do is going to chip away at it and make it worse. But it's the only way to know what you can do. It's very frightening. And it's almost no alternative. Because what has to happen, just like when you're getting the neuro implant, they keep you in twilight so you can be talked to because they need to know it's in the right spot. Dealing with this pain, with lifelong chronic pain, and now it's here still, very frustrating. And a lot of times what you do with frustration is say, oh my God, get that away from me. I don't want to deal with that anymore. with your body and your pain, you can't do that. You can't will it away. You can't say, I don't want to deal with you, and therefore you're not there. It's the relentless thing that bites you in your ankles constantly like a nipping dog that doesn't stop. Well, this ain't no nipping dog. It's a tiger. It's a beast. It's Tyrannosaurus Rex. And you can't run from it. Okay? You can't run from it. Unfortunately, I'm the example. I tried to run from it this year, thinking that I was just ahead of it and I could keep moving and it wouldn't catch me. Flawed thinking. You're never ahead of it. It's your life, your body. You're never ahead of it and you can get past it. It's what you have to deal with. Okay. Expand past reality, the harsh realities of what's faced me now. How about the harsh realities of what I must do now? I must persevere. I must push through. It's a new year. Same problem, kind of in a worse way. Another year. You know what to do. Strap on the big boy pants, look yourself in the mirror, and say, it is not what it seems. It is not what it seems. Just because you look normal doesn't mean you are. And smack yourself in the face and say, do whatever you need to do. Now, I'm not telling you to go search for the peach pit enemas. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you do whatever you have to do to get a dose of reality in. Because then once you have reality, squarely you're looking at it, you can make a plan. I don't even know if I'm squarely at reality yet. So I'm in a moving target right now. But when you get it, when you get to that place where you have the dust settles, let's call it, then you can make your plan. Right now, it's just keeping your fingers on the windowsill, keeping your hand above water. Right now, it's survival. Right now, it's moving through, pushing through. This is not time for boutique. Look at things. This is not time for pedicure and a manicure. This is time for you to put the back brace on and the pain machine starts and stay in the hot tub and take your medicine and medicate and don't do too much. You know the list. Those of us out there who have circumstances like this, we know the list of things we must do. But adrenaline sets in after the crescendo of the holidays and you think everything is fine. Nothing's changed. It's not fine. You need to be careful. You need to look at reality, not what you think it is. This is not mind over matter. It's about dealing with reality. And sometimes reality's not fun, but we still have to deal with it. Let's take a dab today of grape punch. I'm going to take a dab of grape punch today. I need a grape punch to punch me and get some reality in my face, my brain. And stop fantasizing. I'm somebody I'm not. Because I'm not. And neither are you. Cheers. Not telling us to be introspective and do all this soul searching right now. Telling us to look at the delta between what you want to be and what you are. And remember, what you are wins. Okay? That's what determines capabilities, not what you want to be. I always wanted to dunk the basketball. I never had the capabilities to do it at 5'9". Always wanted to do the high jump, but I couldn't at 5'9" and win. So I found things I could do. What we need to do is we need to assess who and what we are, what our problems are, and what we're capable of. And then we move into solutions later on. Right now, after the crescendo effect, after the adrenaline is gone, we need to assess what's there. Once we do that, we can move forward. Everybody, please take a moment and look at what reality is right now. The last 7 or so days after the new year can be a little different. This is the Real Senior Stoner, hoping everybody gets straight on what their reality is. Cheers.